Hey guys, Dusty Baker, Cross Timbers, Bison. Welcome back to our channel. This is live edition, hanging out with Big Joe. You guys, I need some feedback. Let me know for sure if you can hear me or not. It's a little windy, so I've got my shotgun microphone hooked up. If you guys can let me know that you do have sound, give me a thumbs up or something just before I start rambling on. You guys can let me know. Hey Corey, can you guys hear me? Okay, good. All right, thumbs up. Thanks Ethan, thanks Teresa, thank you guys. Hello, good morning. We don't get to do this very often. We don't have a lot of very good service down here in the bottom, but luckily the big herd is up here. So we got Big Joe, we've got our ladies here, and then our, what do we got? 6 calves in this herd. So thank you guys, good morning. Hello from Canada, Starry, good. Thank you guys, good morning. Man, you guys are from everywhere. Hello Alabama. Good morning Nancy, Deborah. Good morning from Maryland. Hello. Georgia, Ontario, I love it. Wisconsin, Arkansas. You guys are from everywhere, all over the country. I love it. UK, hello. Thank you guys. This is awesome. New Zealand, wow. Okay, Missouri. All right, guys, it is a pretty morning here. It is a little windy, so if it's getting a little loud, let me know and I'll turn it around so it's not so bad. We're facing the wind, but got the big fella here. I got him some alfalfa cubes. They're not a huge fans of the alfalfa cubes, but we'll try it again at least. So, you in the mood this morning? You see right there, he's not in the mood. I don't have my regular cubes, using the alfalfa cubes. Hello, Darla from Ohio. Barbecue Bob from North Carolina. Hey, Kristen from Pennsylvania. Hey, guys. Louisiana. Hey, Rodney. Leandro from Trinidad and Tobago. Wow. I hope I'm saying all these correct, by the way. Germania. Wow. Thank you guys for watching. Hey, Donna. Oh, wow. Thanks, Donna, for the super chat. Thank you. Wow. That's awesome. Thanks, Donna. From Jersey Shore. Hey, Patricia. Oh, just had a question. Oh, there, we got an Okie on here. Hey, Jerry. Got a question. Susie, how old is Dunbar? Dunbar is approaching, man, I got him in 2018. So he was a yearling. So Dunbar is going to actually be 5 years old next spring. So in 2022, in the spring, Dunbar will be 5. Yep, that's right. So that's exciting. He's getting up there. He's not to his full potential yet. He still has a little ways to go. So, but I like to come out here and check this herd and see how these guys are doing, because it is the biggest herd. Dunbar's up here close. He's hanging out. So we'll go check Dunbar here in a little bit. Hey, Val from New York. Jerry, OKC. There we go. Hey, Anthony from Maryland, Indiana. Yeah. Yeah. Deborah says that's like feeding cookies. Yeah, or green beans. That's a very good. That's a very good correlation. Yeah, they're not huge fans of these. I think it's growing on them. They'll eventually eat them when they feel like it. So, anyways, just wanted to catch you guys up. We are, like I said, we are live here at the Cross Timbers Bison Ranch, hanging out with the big herd, and then over here we've got a yearling heifer right here. I'm hanging out in the pasture with. Probably shouldn't be doing it, but they're pretty calm and tame. And there's the big guy up there, Dunbar. He's looking pretty. He's getting his winter coat. Their winter bases are coming in, which is nice. So let me go back through and read here some of this stuff so I can. Sorry, I'm pointing some of this. You guys see my finger on the camera, but Thanks, Caitlin. I'm glad you just found the account. Renette from southwestern Oklahoma. Hello. Hello, Brandon from Kentucky. I'm just trying to go back through here and see if I missed any questions or anything. If I did, I'm sorry. Hey, Lolly from Wisconsin. Hey, Daphne from Berlin. Is that New Hampshire? Hello from Holland. Peter says you need to get some more females. Well, you know, it's something I'm working on. The problem here at this place is we're running out of ground. And you guys saw the drought conditions we had this summer, and part of that is having too many animals. You guys know I'm trying to grow, and right now we've got these calves out here. We'll pull these calves off here in about a month, or actually less than a month, because we're going to be working our animals, and they will come off of mama, and so they'll be separated, and then we'll start kind of over with those guys. But yeah, I can't have too many animals on this property because we're going to get into overgrazing, and this summer it was pretty tight down here. So wow, thank you. Super chat, thank you, that is really, really nice. Thank you so much. Treats for the bison. Oh, treats for the bison. Here, take a look at this. Look who found my bucket. Speaking of treats, one of the heifers. Found the old treat. You guys remember Noah? This is the heifer Noah gave us. She's hanging out. Let's see. Here we go. Let's put these treats to use. Maybe these little heifers will eat some of them. Here you go. Yeah, I don't want to throw it. Move over there. I'm gonna keep it this way. Thank you again. You see that? Those treats, look at them. Get them put to use right there. Chrissy asked his kit calm down since the calf is older. No, she's still the same. She's, where is that feisty Kit? Gotta kind of watch my back with these little heifers. There's Kit right there. There's her calf. She's still feisty, but I don't have to get into the pen with her near as much. There's the big guy. The other big guy. The biggest guy. Big Joe. You guys getting an up close shot of Big Joe here. Deborah says, I'd like to see something other than cows. Bring on America's bison. Yes, thank you, Deborah. Thank you. Yeah, they're a little bit more fun to look at versus cattle. I understand. Thank you, Linda. Amy got some family down in McAllister. I know McAllister. Bobby asked if can you come visit the ranch. I know I haven't talked about it a lot actually, but we don't do tours quite really on this property, just because just for safety reasons, and then also my parents live here, so we don't do that yet, but we're working on something in the future where we'll be able to maybe set up some tours and whatnot. It's kind of in the working progress, so we'll keep you updated on that, and you guys may have a chance. With bison, it's just a little bit different. There's a little bit different insurance policies and whatnot with these animals, but we're working on it. We'd love for you to come see them. So hello, Joy Bless Live from the Smoky Mountains. I always want to go to the Smoky Mountains. Martine in France, hello, thank you. Good morning from Texas. Hey, Allie. Thanks for watching, Allie. Let's see. Mr. Rogers from Sturgis. I was just up there. Animal Expert 2007. You should put the yearling Herefords, heifers with Dunbar. Yep, I know what you meant. Hello, Peter from South Australia. Let's see. Let's throw you guys some cubes since the adults aren't super. These yearling heifers are eating them. They don't mind them. Big Joe, do you still want any? Hey, Marianne from Canada. Speed from Western Australia. Anthony asked, do you always wear your hat when you're working outside? Yes, I'm a fair-skinned person, and I do not like getting sunburnt. I've been sunburnt way too many times over my life as a kid and coaching. And, you know, as you get older, you got to stop and think about some of those things and try to be a little more proactive. There's Kit. There's Quapaw. Bell Star. Where's our beauty queen at? Where's our beauty queen? There she is. She's in the back there. Eleanor is way back there. Nancy asked, how old is Big Joe? Big Joe is gonna be 7, I believe, this year. He's 2 years older than Big Dunbar, so he's looking pretty. He's pushing some cows around, showing his dominance. Yep, so there's Eleanor right there. Eleanor! Got a cube for you. Eleanor won't come up here because of the others. She knows they'll kick her around a little bit, so. Mary and some of you others have asked, where is Lumpy? Lumpy is on the other side of the barn over there with some bulls. So I'll keep you updated on Lumpy. What are y'all doing? Get out of my bucket. Get out of my bucket. Heifers. Here. Come here. Oh. There you go. This is one of the heifers that we raised off this farm last year. So she is a homegrown baby. Not a baby anymore, but oh man. Brenda Baker asked, do they bite? No, they don't. Well, there's kind of an idea there. The way their teeth are built, it's kind of hard for them to bite. They don't have top teeth. So, this is Peaches. Say hey, Peaches. Peaches is lacking the cubes for sure. But you just kind of have to put it in their mouth. Helps them. But, oh, got a little calf coming to visit. Oh, it's Kit's. That's Kit's baby. Not much of a baby anymore. She's gotten big. Marilyn says, what is the difference between Big Joe and Dunbar? I'm assuming that's weight-wise. Dunbar, it's been a while since we weighed him, but Dunbar is about, his heaviest time of the year, he's about 1,500 pounds. Big Joe is, what would he weigh? 1885 last time we weighed him. So right now, he's a little bit thinner just because of the summer and just because he was running the cows. and it takes a lot of energy out, and they do always lose weight. Even in nature, those animals, those bulls lose weight because they're chasing cows and trying to, you know, do their thing. So, but that's the main difference. Here, back up. Back up, back up, back up. Here. No. Okay. You gotta stay out of my cubes. Thank you, Jennifer. You're welcome. They are pretty magnificent. He looks really pretty right now. And I think somebody asked this earlier, and I just got it back on subject, but some of you asked, how long does it take to get their winter coat in? I don't know, probably a couple months or so to really get it all the way in. You can see his is growing up here a little bit. He's always had the fro. That never goes away. Deborah asked, how do you know the difference in all of their names? Well, when you grow up, when you raise them from when they were little, you just get to know them, and I know how they look different. But also, these animals have different tag numbers. This is Qual. She came with those tags. We put a different tag on her. See, Big Joe still has his tag. Peaches, our number is 4935. I can just also tell just by looking at them over time. You get used to them, but oh, Big Joe, he decided he wanted the alfalfa cube. Peaches, you want another, don't you? All right. But once the adults get their main tag, we won't ever have to put it on again. Oh, dang it. See, this tag is one that we rode on. She'll get a new tag later on. Get a permanent tag. Helen said your videos are both informative and entertaining. Hey, from Ohio. Thank you, Helen. Hey, Joanne from Tallahassee area, Florida. Yes, Joy, you're right. Sad that Eleanor is down to the pecking order, so she won't come forward. But if everybody else left, she's smart because she is very patient. If all of them left, she would show up, and I always try to save her cubes. So that's why she's hanging out in the back. But she knows that Kevin and I always keep the cubes back for her. So yes, I am hanging out here with some of the young. These are yearling heifers. That one came from Noah right here. This one is from Missouri, and then this is one that we raised right here. Todd asked, are the bison bigger in other areas? Whitetail seem to be heavier in the north than whitetail in the south. Yeah, it's a good comparison. That has to do with, I think part of that's natural selection and stuff. The animals up north have to deal with the cold, so they're a bit bigger than down here in Oklahoma and Texas. Whitetail are smaller. Same thing with bison. The ones up in the north get pretty big, and that just has a lot to do with climate. It has a lot to do with where they live, all about location as well. Big Joe's pretty big, I think, for the south. He's a decent size. He's not the biggest bison out there. And I was in the Dakotas. Those bulls are 2,000 plus pounds. So, but it is about where you live for sure, and what the environment's like. So. Glad you guys got to see this herd. that. Saw your video with tarps on the alleyways. We used some for our cow runs and it worked well. Yeah, here in a couple weeks we're going to be working them, so I hope that putting that rubber up will be pretty helpful. Animal Expert 2007 says, do you have plains bison or woods? These are all plains bison. Most of the bison in America, at least minus Montana, Wyoming, those sort of places, most of the bison in North America, well, sorry, in the United States, let's just say the 50 states, they're plains. There's a lot of woods bison up in Canada, Alaska, and but most of the herds down here in the lower 50 are going to be plains bison. Now, there are some woods up in the northern states though as well. Tanya asked, how big are the baby red dogs? There's no more red dogs out here. No more red dogs. You can kind of see them out there. They've lost their color. It only takes about 2 or 3 months, and they lose that red color. Miss Ladybug asked, will you put Dunbar back with the big herd? And if yes, when will you do that? Yeah, we're going to switch them out again. We've got some changes coming, and so we will put Dunbar back with his herd in the future. We'll keep you updated on that. Lisa asked how the grass situation is. Right here is some Bermuda. This is not bad, but we kind of lock them in here to force them to eat the Bermuda. But we've had some rain and some moisture, and at least we do have some grass, but we're entering the winter season, so we're getting out of the growing season. The fish micer, I guess I'm saying that right. Are they pure, or do they have cattle in the blood? Almost all bison today have a slight percentage of cattle in them, just because of the bottleneck back in the late 1800s, early 1900s. But I've had mine tested, and I don't have the results back yet. So I'll have to let you guys know when I get the results back. Gwen asked, after you work them, will they have hard feelings, like not so friendly for a while? Yeah, they get distant for sure, but they're okay after that. It's just a couple of days and they're back to being normal. Heather asked, what type of bison do you have in Alberta, Canada? Probably both. There's a lot of plains bison in Canada as well. So, but there is some woods. It just depends on the owner, and it depends on, I guess, some of the parks up there and whatnot. But what are you doing? Hey, get back. Shirley asked, what's the difference between life expectancy from wild bison and ranch bison? I'm gonna probably say the same. 25 or 30 years is a life expectancy on bison. I'm assuming it's going to be close to the same. Nancy asked, you plan on getting any bison from the online auction in November? I'm not sure which online auction you're speaking of, but because there's always quite a few auction going on, but probably not. Lisa asked, when you pull hair samples, what are you testing for? Just DNA and then parent lineage. You can also test for cattle genes in their DNA. Thanks, Joanna. How many years before you would be able to market meat, or is that in your plans? Well, Joanna, if you look on my website, I'm actually selling meat. We just put it on there. We offer 2 different boxes right now with our online meat sales, and we just started into this. So we've got a box with just ground meat, and then we have a box with a combo of patties, burger patties and ground. So you can get 4 pounds of patties, pre-made burger patties, and you can get 4 pounds of ground. So there's a combo box and just a ground box. That's what we're selling right now. So if you guys are interested, you can go on our website and check that out. We are selling meat. You have to place your order by Saturday at 6 p.m. for it to be shipped out Monday morning. That's when we try to get all the shipments out, is Monday morning. Team Eleanor, thanks Karen. She's back there, poor thing. I know. Eleanor! Ann asked, how's Lumpy? Lumpy's doing good. He's actually getting big. He's got his winter coat is coming in. I'll do a little snippet for you guys and put Lumpy on my next video. Joy asked, are the ones you raised from birth less aggressive than the ones you got full grown? Absolutely. Here's a prime example. This little heifer here has just been right here on my hip because she knows I got cubes. This is Quapaw's daughter, so yes. If I bought them as an adult, I wouldn't be in the pen with them, but I'm trying to get you guys up close and keep me safe at the same time because you got the big guy in here. Miss Ladybug, thank you. Super chat. Thank you so much. That is very sweet of you. Well, some of you other people, you guys are awesome fans. You really are. You're very supportive and positive, and I love it. Uh-oh. Oh, camera's getting funky on me. Oh, Nancy from the auction in Custer, that's what you're talking about. No, I'm not going to get any bison from Custer. They're maybe in the future, but they're a little wild for me. So, Eric asked, how many do we have now? We've got 27 bison right now, and a big portion of that is because of the 7 calves we have. Daisy, can you breed a wood bison with plains? Yes, that's called a mixed. Or crosses. A lot of people sell crosses up in the north, but we don't do that. We try to keep ours pure plains. So we will not be getting into the woods bison thing. Brenda asked, if you put Big Joe and Dunbar together, would they fight? Yes, they would. Well, right now, maybe not, but during breeding season, I think they would for sure. Donna asked, how did you get interested and involved with raising bison? I'd love to watch your video. I just, I've always been infatuated with these animals, but then she got in the bucket. But then what happened is I started working at the National Park Service here at Chickasaw National Recreation Area in Sulphur, and they actually have bison, and I was able to get in with those bison and hang out with them, and part of my job was to take care of them in the summer, and I just fell in love with them there. You can go back and watch one of my very first videos of me doing that. So Helen asks, how can you tell which bison are plains and which are woods? There's a couple of good actually diagrams on Google. I think I posted one actually. You can go back on my Facebook and see the difference between them. Their heads are different. Their fro on their top of their head's different. Their hump comes more forward, and they're a bit bigger. So Jennifer asks, is there a difference between male or female bison meat? No. Well, the males, if you slaughter a male that's a lot older, you could have some maybe different tastes, kind of like an older deer or something, like a white-tailed deer compared to a younger deer. Animal expert, since you watched Big Joe court Eleanor, do you think she'll have a calf next spring? Oh gosh, I hope so. I hope so. She didn't have one this year, but she's pretty full, and she kind of looks like she's pregnant just from looking at her this morning, for a matter of fact. Thank you, Heather. Thanks for watching us. Karen asked, do any of the yearlings have names? No. You know, after you get so many bison, it's hard to keep naming them. But, you know, some of the characters we can for sure come up with names for. Some kicked around out there. Jacqueline asked, what do you do with their skins or their hide? We don't do anything with them right now, just the ones that we do slaughter, just because only in the wintertime their coats are worth doing anything with. So we just give them back to the processing plant, and actually some people take them, but I don't do anything with them right now. Bev said, what bugs, worms, etc. do you have to treat for? I don't know exactly the species of the worms. We just worm them every year. I don't know exactly all the types of kinds down here. We just try to get the right wormer for them. And then you asked, have you ever had a red dog you had to bottle feed? No, we have not yet. Thanks, Pam, for answering it. Starry Light. Bison were almost extinct, and they can breed with cattle. That's because back in the day, you guys get back. Get away. There were so few bison in the world, left in the world, American bison at least, and people bred them to cattle to try to create the beefalo, and then also for conservation efforts, I think they bred them to cattle to, plus they just mixed in with them too, because there was so few populations as people were rounding them up to try to save them, unfortunately. So Jay, thanks Jay. Do bison have incomplete media? I have no idea what that means. I'm sorry, man. You have to, Jay, help me out here. You guys help me out. I don't even know how to say that word. I'm sorry. I wasn't educated on that one, man, but I appreciate the super chat. Are bison subject to any of the hoof issues cows sometimes have? You know, I get that question a lot. Do you have to trim their hooves and whatnot? You want to look at some clean, good-looking hooves? Look at Big Joe's here. That's the way it should. Nice and shiny. It's not curved in or anything. No, we do not have to clip them. If they're out grazing like they're supposed to be doing and not being fed and a lot or whatnot, you won't have any, shouldn't have any hoof issues. Marianne, sorry. Can they have twins? Yes, they can. We have not had any. Lisa, enjoy those bison ribeyes. They're so good and healthy. Bev's playlist asked, at what age do you have to remove the younger bulls to prevent issues during the rut? How old does a bull need to be? 2 years old. The magic number on females and males is 2 years old. Gotta make a decision by 2. Thanks, Harry, for watching from New York. The membrane that separates the hearts and lungs. Jay, thanks for cleaning that up for me. That is a very serious question. I'm gonna have to get back with you on that. That's a new one for me for sure. I don't know, to be honest with you. A membranous part between two body cavities. That's a good question. I have no idea. You got me. Lonnie asked, have you had members of the public come by? No, we do not. Roger, can you ride them? Good luck, man. You can ride them. I see there's rodeos and stuff where people are riding them, but I'm not going to. Brenda asked, is there a difference between the taste of meat, plains and woods? I highly doubt it. I think a lot of it depends on, you guys are asking about tasting of meat, bison meat. You may get a difference between just grass-fed and grain-fed. You can get a little bit of difference in flavor. Hey, Teresa from West Virginia. Ah, Jay, I'm with you now. The absence makes them easy to kill with an arrow. I'm with you now, brother. Okay, that is interesting. You know what? I'll have to ask Doc about this. My vet, he'll know. But that's interesting because, you know, that's how the Native Americans survived with them for so long. An essential part of their diet for sure. Bill asked, are these also known as buffalo? Yeah, buffalo is a common name that was given to them a long time ago when the Europeans came over here. But their scientific name is bison. A lot of you guys are asking, can you come see the bison? We don't do tours here on this property. Not right now. It's something that we're trying to set up and do, but we'll keep you updated on that. The fish micer. Have you ever been kicked by one? No, I don't ever want to either. It hurt. Deborah asked, what's the difference between bison and buffalo? These are American bison, okay? Buffalo is water buffalo, Cape buffalo. You know, the Asian and African buffalo, that's the difference. These are American bison is what these guys are. Buffalo, you can call them buffalo. Matter of fact, Native Americans still, a lot of Native Americans still call them buffalo. But I try to call them bison. Every now and then I call them buffalo, but we just don't want to get them confused with Cape and water buffalo. Where's Dunbar? Gail, I like it. Let's go see him. Hey, darling from Oklahoma. We're going to get away from these knuckleheads. We're going to walk over here and see where the big guy is. It's going to be a little bumpy ride for a second. How's Dunbar's Tinker Barrel? Yeah, well, he hasn't played with it. He kind of stopped playing with it. I think he only gets riled up during breeding season or whenever Big Joe's close. Kelly asked, what's your long-term dream goal? Well, you know, that's a good question. I wanted to reach 40 or 50 bison, and I feel like we're on the verge of that right now. So, I don't know, to have quite a few and have a big ranch where we can raise these awesome animals just for, you know, their conservation efforts, their meat, and I don't know, I'd like to grow and have our own ranch and grow lots of bison. There you go. Which bison is your favorite? Hawk. Man, that's tough. You're looking at probably one of my favorites. Oh, looky here. Look at this guy. He's going to do a roll for you guys. Wyatt, thank you so much, Wyatt. Wyatt Ritchie, I appreciate that. Look at there. You get to stare at this stallion. Oh, hello. Hello, Flo. And there's our boy. Dunbar it is. Jerry asked, will they eat grain like cattle? Yes. We actually feed them some. Curtis, we're going to work with the bison is what he asked when we were working with the bison. We're going to work with them a couple weeks, actually. Hey, Kathleen from Missouri. Nebraska fan. Hey, we like Nebraska. My wife's from Nebraska. William, you'll have to go online and check our prices out. But it's about the same, $10 a pound down here as well. Marianne asked, what is better, grain-fed or grass-fed? Well, to be honest with you, there's a lot of organic people out there that think grass-fed is the best tasting. There's a lot of people that actually think that grain-fed is the best, not grass. They think grain-fed is actually better. Bison is not as gamey as deer. Yes, Mary. Bison to me is not gamey at all like deer can be, but it's just a healthy tasting animal. We got Dunbar in here right now just because Big Joe is close. Had to separate them so I could get in here and hang out with these guys. Jacqueline asks, who is the best bison? Oh, you got to give that to Eleanor. She's the sweetest. Cindy asks, will you in the future train Brooks to raise bison? Well, maybe. We'll see. She's going to help and be a little farmer, but we want her to be careful too. I'm sure she'll want to raise them in the future. I hope so, at least. Reagan asked, have you gotten an albino one yet? No, I have not, but you would know it if I did. You know, Lori asked, I've tried grass-fed bison ground. I didn't care for it. I think it was the texture, but that was just me. I'm a picky eater. That's okay. It's good to be a picky eater, but you know what? Bison gets a bad rep if you eat it because you got to know how to cook bison. That's kind of a tricky thing. It's so lean that you can't cook it as long as you can beef, steaks, ground, any of it. You can't overcook bison because it will not taste very good. It's such a lean meat. Timothy asked, where do their names derive from? Well, Dunbar is from Dances with Wolves, what Kevin Costner plays. Lieutenant John J. Dunbar is where Dunbar gets his name, because it's one of my favorite movies that inspired me to do this. Kit and Flo, they came from previous owners. Big Joe, that came from previous owners. Eleanor, I don't know why I named her Eleanor. She just sounded good. Charles, Dusty, how are your cabins coming along? Haven't seen them in any of your recent videos. Yeah, I haven't put any cabin stuff on there. You can always check it out on our website, but the cabins are doing good. Still got 10 of them. Dunbar is probably my favorite hawk, yeah. Paula asked, what were the results of the hair samples? I still haven't got any of the hair samples back yet, so. Just Steffi, a broken arrow bison. Yeah, I know those guys. I know Noah. Thank you, Bev. Thank you for the support. Is there such a thing as a buffalo bison chip throwing contest? Maybe. I don't know. That's funny. Maybe we should start something. And Bill asked, how is Dakota? She's okay. She's gaining some weight. She looks pretty. Darla asked, do you trade bison with other farmers? I do not. Yes, Susie Peaches is nice. She is nice. Yeah, Donna Elkins. If you want to see a difference between grass-fed bison and grain-fed bison, go to the Butcher Brothers from Ohio. They have a video. Yes, those guys are good. I need to try to connect with the Butcher Brothers or the Bearded Butchers. I bet who you're talking about. Bearded Butcher guys. Yeah, those are awesome. Those guys, I like what they do. Animal Expert says, why do you think Eleanor is smaller than the rest of the cows? I have no idea, to be honest with you. There's some bison just don't get full grown like others. That's a really good question. Hey, Gina from Vegas. Maryland, have you thought about doing a calendar with pics of Big Joe and Dunbar? You know, Arms, somebody was talking about doing that yesterday. Forgot who it was, but yeah, maybe we should do that. Thank you, Heather. A super chat. Thank you for your support, Heather. Greg, you asked, can you tell us how bison are built and why? Nope. That's a really broad question, but you know, God built these animals to survive, and that's what they've done is they've survived for a long time. They survived past the mammoths and whatnot, so they can handle the cold, they can handle the heat. Cindy asked, when you buy bison meat from your website, are the directions inside on how to cook? No, we don't have that yet, but that is something that we've talked about putting in there to help you guys. Hey, Eileen from Arkansas. Yes, Daniel took his tractor back from us, Tammy. Hey, Barb from Canada. Let's see if Dunbar will eat some of these. Hey. Oh, whoops. Here. There we go. Team Dunbar, yep, there he is. Margaret, thank you. Frook. Thank you, Margaret. I greatly appreciate that. You guys are awesome. You guys are seriously the best fans. Dogfish asked, what was the reason you first wanted to get bison? Like, what drew you to getting them in the first place? I mean, look at these awesome animals. They're beautiful. They're different. They're not cattle. They're different. I mean, you get to hang out with an animal. You get to raise an animal that once almost disappeared. I mean, how can you not just love that? And they're just curious. They're beautiful, majestic, you just name it. They're beasts of animals. They're athletes. There's so many cool things about them. Thank you guys for all your replies on Team Eleanor, Team Dunbar, or Team Big Joe. Thomas, get those calendars, put me down for at least 6. I am from Motown. All right, we'll see what we can do about some calendars. I like you guys' idea. We got some fun stuff coming, guys. We've got some new shirts coming out I think you'll like. We've got some different stuff coming out for what we do, and it'll be a little bit different than just clothes to wear. So just to let you know, so stay in touch with us. Oh, Barb, real quick, I've got to get off here and get to work. Barb asked, who got the most votes? On YouTube, I think I actually need to put a poll out there. It'd be easy for me to do. Maybe you guys can go on if I put a poll on there and vote. But I think Eleanor, what I saw, most of the replies, Eleanor probably got the most votes. Then it was Dunbar, and then I'd say Big Joe. So Animal Expert, you should go to the Oakland Zoo and see their bison. Yeah, partner with a group in Montana to help the population make a comeback. Wow, okay, very cool. I have to do that. I love going and seeing other animals' places. Do you have to? Sonia asked, do you have to worry about them interbreeding? No, they had to interbreed basically, or breed back back in the bottleneck days of when these bison had less when the population was so low. So it's okay. It's not something that we strive for, but they can breed back and they don't have any problems. Margaret asked, do you work a full-time job in addition to raising bison? I used to. I just resigned from coaching and teaching of 10 years. When we had Brooks, I became a stay-at-home dad, and we take care of the cabins, and then I'll also do this too. So I have the best job ever. I get to be a dad, and I get to raise bison. So I'm just a lucky person. Mystic, Magnolia, thank you for your support. I love how dedicated you are to your bison. They're so majestic. My mom's name was Eleanor. Well, there you go. You got a little touch of, you got a connection right there. I wish she would come up, but she's down in the pasture. I'd show you guys Eleanor. Dunbar started the ranch. That is right. Yep, Dunbar did. He's kind of the guy. He's my guy. He's always been here. He did help start it, so thank you. Very good call. Well, hey, guys, I'm going to let you go. Thanks for hanging out with me, Big Joe, and Dunbar here. He's looking pretty. He's getting that winter coat in. He'll be nice and pretty here, prettier after we work him and whatnot. So, thank you, Sue. Taught school for over 22 years. Yep, it's a long time. Thank you, guys. You guys are, Wayne, I'll answer your question real quick. Bison can live 20 to 30 years. A lot more than cattle. So, hey, guys, thank you for always, here, flip it around. Just real quick, thank you guys for all your support. You guys are really very positive, and you're fun to chat with, and I just love all the support that you guys give us. And you know, my wife reads the comments too, and so she sees it on there as well, and we just really appreciate the feedback. And these are fun animals to raise, and we've got some exciting things coming. We've got some more merchandise coming out, got some new stuff coming out, and you guys can check out our online store if you're interested in, you know, eating some bison meat. And it's healthy, it's good for you, it's lean, and you know, I could talk all day about it. So we'll be working our bison here in a couple weeks, so be ready for that. It'll be a show like it always is. And so thank you guys for the super chats. Thank you, Bree, for the huge super chat support. Thank you guys, all my super chat people, for all the support. Hey guys, I promise it goes right back to these animals right here. All of your support, super chats, everything goes right back to these animals, because we want to raise the best animals that we can. And we're able to do that because of YouTube and the support from you guys. We can put effort back into raising the animal that almost disappeared from us, but we get to have them today right here in southern Oklahoma. Thank you guys for watching Cross Timbers Bison. If you haven't, most of you already are. Follow us along, hit that subscribe button, and just grow with us. I'm part of this journey of raising these great animals. Thank you guys.